Welcome to BLABFEST Friday. Today might seem like it's a very quick show, 8 items, but it is beautiful outside and Honey and I have some yard work to do. We have some leaves to clean out of the flower bed right by the door because the tiger lilies are starting to come up. They're up about that far and I want to mulch them. But before I do, I need to get the leaves off of them. So Honey's going to help me do some yard work. She's chewing on my shoelaces. Hey, nothing like having a little helper that's part raptor. So, topic number 1. The time change. I am so glad that I don't have to get up and go to work on a schedule anymore, that I set my own schedule to do little shows. Little shows whenever I want. So the time change isn't as bad, but the spring one, if I have to pick one that is worse than the other, the spring one is the hardest because I'm usually up early. And when the time changes, it seems like I'm getting up late and sleeping away half the day. So here are some of my sun catchers, which look glorious on a sunny day. And here are my solar things. I love these. When I was teaching, I had them across the whole window, 2 big long rows of them so that the kids could enjoy them. My favorite one was a pig that had wings. Someone broke that. But anyway, enjoy the solar stuff. Topic number 2, an update on my block of the month. I have been playing along with Pat Sloan's Grandma's Kitchen, and there is my Grandma's Kitchen block. If you are playing along with her kitchen sew along, yours might look different. I changed this one because I did not like the variation she used. So I changed it because that's how you make a quilt your own. You sometimes change the blocks and the settings. Topic number 3, the beaded blocks from 2 weeks ago. Hang on a second. I have to stop the dog from eating my storage boxes. I finally got all the beads added. Some of them took quite a few beads. Dan read to me while I added beads, and they turned out very cute. The ones that look like blueberry bushes and remind me of my granddaughter who loves blueberries made my heart sing. So let me be quiet for a moment while you look at the parade of little blocks and all the seed beads that are on them. Topic number 4, the weather blocks that are behind me. I have 2 of them finished. I'm slowly getting July done. Slowly. I only have about 10 more blocks to go. Hopefully, I will get those done before next Friday, so I have a little bit more of a show for you. Number 5, my grandmother's quilt. I did shorten it. I haven't really sewn the edge down yet, but look what was on. I showed you the whole thing. Here it is again, with everything, including the kitchen, the sofa, attached at the bottom. The pink is actually upholstery fabric. It is very thick. I think I'm going to make some little zipper bags, one for me and one for my sister, out of this lovely pink. And you remember this green with little fringy threads? Look what the inside was. It's actually upholstery fabric also. Oh, my grandmother, she was something. And this piece, part of it was rotted away. Part of it was tucked up inside. And so part of it's good, and I'll use it for patches wherever I need to. But it is a flannel. I'm amazed that any of it has survived as a fabric that doesn't just shred when you touch it. So I pinned it up, and I'm going to use, oh, let me show you the piece of backing and binding that I cut off. Look at the difference in color from where it was folded up. This dark blue is the original color of this piece of fabric. Amazing what 80-some years can do. And this is a flannel also. It is not just any old piece of cotton fabric, but a flannel. Here is the shortened quilt, minus the couch and the settee that my grandmother used to put along the bottom when she got tired of making blocks. Topic number 6, UFOs. I did get sheets from a couple of you about UFOs. And I know that Diana, who is playing along with me, she got the UFO done for the month of February. Congratulations, Diana, you're doing better than I am. They pulled a new number at the guild that I belong to, and it is project number 2 on the UFO list. Here is my project number 2. Oh my, I'm getting further and further behind. Yikes. Topic number 7. I have been showing you those fancy schmancy decorated crazy blocks. Well, here are 2 more crazy blocks that I am sharing with you. Here is one of the blocks that I promised to show you. It is a little wrinkled because it's been folded up. It did start out with this piece of satin in the middle, and then it has cottons all around it. Crazy block, log cabin style. Somebody put some nice rickrack, and they sewed it on with little tiny stitches by hand the whole way around. And then going outward, somebody added some embroidery stitches, more embroidery stitches, more embroidery stitches. And there's some out here, some chain stitch. And then they added some machine fancy stitches. It looks like a pansy or a flower, and then some leaves. More flowers, leaves, a scroll. And then some bias. And some yo-yo flowers with buttons. Some fancy ribbon. More fancy ribbon. Some lace. Some more of that rickrack sewed down by hand. The stitches are so fine. And they didn't use a matching thread, but they're so fine and so cute that it's going to stay that way. Then some lace, some wide lace, and it's sewn down pretty well. Then a narrow piece of ribbon held down by French or colonial knots. So this one, very simple, very sweet, but embellished. Oh, I forgot this ribbon. There's another ribbon. So ribbons add a lot to things, and rickrack and lace add a lot to things very quickly. Now to the second block that you've all been waiting for. Here it is. This one is loud and bright and colorful. I like that somebody added this fish in the corner, and it has some feather stitch for seaweed. There you go, Marion. Feather stitch for seaweed. And it has beads. I think this was like wedding dress decoration, and it was already beaded, and they just sewed it down. A little apple tree, some hand embroidery, some more hand embroidery that looks like a row of flowers with little seed beads, and some sweet buttons, and some more hand embroidery, and they changed from one kind to another kind to a row of flowers. This looks familiar, except they used either a straight stitch or a stem stitch, and then they added little lazy daisy flowers to it. Then, I like this, they use a variegated ribbon or rainbow colored thread and did fancy stitches from their sewing machine. More hand stitches. Lace. Some more rainbow stitches. Fancy feather, a leaf stitch. Buttons where the flower centers were. Some hand embroidery stitches. Some fancy machine stitches on a ribbon that is held down by hand stitching along the edge. Some cute little fancy pet buttons, well, animal buttons, because that is a swan, or swans, oh no, it's a mouse. It's not a swan. Maybe I need to put my glasses on. It's a mouse surrounded by kitty cats. A velvet ribbon with some fancy stitches sewn on by hand along the outside edges. This block is very bright and very, very colorful. It's one of those, it looks like Technicolor threw up, but it has lots of little subtle things added to it by the people that were in that group with me. I hope that you have enjoyed this little segment on blocks. I'll see you next week for a couple more of these. Topic number 8, everyone's favorite, viewer contributions. Honey, could you please stop scratching your head for just a moment? She's so cute, but she's such a noisy little bugger. At any rate, Diana sent us a picture of a pillow that she made to go with the jeans quilt that I showed you last week, or maybe the week before, and it is embroidered around. Very cute, very nice. It is a gift to go with that jeans quilt. And she also sent a picture of, I hope this isn't supposed to be, excuse me a moment. The dog is trying to escape. I hope that this next part isn't supposed to be a secret. These are embroidered blocks for that are going into a quilt that she is embroidering for her granddaughter's wedding. Aren't these adorable? And she added beads, and they are absolutely gorgeous blocks. What a great gift that only a grandma could give. Thank you for sharing, Diana. Marion's contributions this week are a little different. They're not quilts, but they're just as important. She sends me little tips and hints, and if you didn't see Wednesday's video, she sent me a picture of a book and a couple of variations on the Drunkard's Path that I did not have. Marion, you would be an excellent research position if I had a paying position available. But since I only make 8 cents per video, I don't know what to tell you. but thank you very much. She also sent a link to, and I will try to put it below or somewhere where you can see it, a link to one of Brenda's videos at Mount Scrapmore that shows how to do Drunkard's Path. In case you haven't done your Drunkard's Path blocks yet, they are not as intimidating as you would think. It's one of those things, once you try it, you'll go, oh, why was I afraid of that? It's easy compared to some of the other things that you may have tried. It really is easy. It's not just me saying that. So, topics 1 through... Get out of the trash can. Oh, puppy. Puppy love. Oh, my goodness. I think I should bring her up here to say hello. Here is puppy love. Puppy love. Oh. So, I hope you have enjoyed our 8 little topics for today. Puppy and I are going out to play in the flower bed for about 15 minutes and get some things done. She is so sweet, but she is such a turkey at this age. 3.5 months. There she is. Oh, she's going to be a big girl. I always wanted a pony. I always wanted a pony. Sometimes those aren't kisses. Sometimes those are love bites because she's a puppy and she has those sharp little puppy teeth. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your weekend. And we will see you back here on Monday for Upskill Monday. Bring your markers.